warm-up out.
I literally called you Miss Katie because you guys are just the same. What did you print out?
We're in the second segment right here. We're in lesson 6, this is lesson 11.
Nice. Okay, fine.
But it's like, yeah. Yes. Ben, Mr. Joseph, this is Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Mr. Joseph.
These kids.
Okay, getting your warm-up out. One more minute until class starts. I have your parents' consent, so that's all I need. Yay! Still 1 more minute, like 30 more seconds.
We did not have a
No, we don't. Okay, count it together in 3, in 2, and in 1. Okay, so today, as you can see, our classroom has some visitors. There's Miss Herrick, who's waving her hand, and there's Mr. Joseph, who's raising his hand. Everyone say hi. Hello. They are part of Mr. Francis' master's program. Remember, I go to school too, I tell you guys sometimes. And they are here observing this lesson, learning a little bit more about Desmos. So you're going to be amazing hosts. Okay, we have these goals for our warm-up. Yesterday we had no warm-up, so you can cross one state out or draw a picture. I don't mind either way. Will one brave soul read the first bullet point up here for me? Alex, will you read it? It says, pick a goal you're going to chase today. Today I want to...
Tell my partners whenever it is better for our to take a bathroom shower.
Perfect. What's our second one? And will someone read the third one for me? Yep.
Create a simple rule that helps someone quickly estimate whether showering, or bathing is better.
Okay, so you're going to write out the whole entire goal, the whole sentence. Word for word, or something that is very similar in your own words.
Wait, so we have to do one of those?
You have to choose one of those three.
If I already wrote a goal, you have to erase it.
Is it one of these goals? Then you have to erase it. Or rewrite another one. That is one of these.
Do I just write down today I want to do things?
Yeah, and then do a goal. Today I want to do, and then choose a goal.
And that's all you do?
Yep.
Wait, it's a goal or it's a...
Yeah. Do you want to be able to tell your parents whether it's better to take a family or a shower?
A bath or a shower.
You said family.
Yeah.
Wait, why did you say that?
You meant to say tell your family it's better to take a
Yeah.
That could be your goal. Tell your parents it's very better.
Our morning warm-ups are not usually goal writing.
On average, I think I take the bath in my bathroom at least 3 times a week.
Okay, let's come together in 3. Alexis, that's not your seat, sweetie. In 2. And in 1. Curious, what were some of our goals that we shared? Kai? If it's better to take a bath or a shower. Noel?
It shows what identify one mistake you made in your work today.
Oh, that's so cool. Sam?
Is taking a bath going to be better for humankind?
Yeah, I guess that's part of telling your family. I have a quick question for us, really quickly. Raise your hand if you think it's better, it saves more water to take a bath or take a shower. So if it's a bath, raise your hand.
What depends?
What depends? If it's a shower, raise your hand. Okay? Lots of us think shower. Interesting.
But it's that, like, maybe the water you would drink. A shower is probably like 7 minutes.
Okay. So I have a question, and I want you to turn and talk. Oh, sorry. I can wait. Still waiting. Okay. We are going to discuss water today, obviously. And I want to know why it's important to save water. Turn and talk to people around you. Why is it important to save water? Why do we care about saving water?
I usually do sometimes when I see I do hot and it takes a while for and for some reason it takes a while when I sit down. It takes a while for it to get. But most of the time I shower.
Okay, we're going to come together in 3, in 2, and in 1. Okay, can someone tell
Did
me
you break your leg?
why it's important to save water? What did you say, Raz?
Because that pencil was long.
Because we need it to drink, and it only evaporates so much.
Yeah, we need water to drink, to live. It's essential for human life. Ben?
We need water to survive.
We need water to survive. That's kind of bouncing off what Raz said. Alexis, what's another reason, sweetie?
If you save on water,
You'll
you'll save on your water bill for your house.
save on your water bill for your house. Exactly. It saves money when we are more efficient with our water use. Alex?
We're like 70% water.
We're 70% water. A lot of us is water. Johnny?
Holy water.
Sure. Sure. Ben? Saving water equals saving money. Sam?
Water is good for you to drink because if you don't drink water, you'll get dehydrated and die. And also sometimes drinking water can help you live a long life.
I'll drink to that.
Okay. Love it. Okay, coming together really quickly. I want you to turn and talk to the people at your table. What do you think uses more water and why? But why and how much more water and how would we be able to tell? A bath or a shower? Turn and talk to people at your table.
So I already have a
I feel like a shower with your because yeah, and whenever you put on soap, you have to turn up the water. Yeah, because like a bath, it just uses the same water.
Okay, coming together in 3. Following our classroom norms in 2. Ready to share in 1. I love that I heard so many amazing conversations. I walked around. I heard people very excited. Can someone share with me what you talked about with your elbow partners and people at your table? Right, Lynn?
We're like, I think like you can use, okay, I think you can waste water like in showers and baths equally because in baths you're waiting for like a full entire cup to fill, and then for showers it depends like if you're only washing your body or if you're only washing your hair or washing both, like it depends on like how long you take.
Oh, so the time is a variable. So how long you take a shower is a variable. What's a variable again?
A number to describe.
Yeah? Coming together in 3, in 2, in 1. I want to hear Riley, but I want to make sure Thomas all the way in the back can hear Riley too.
Yes, Thomas.
Yes, bro.
It's a number that can be changed or is not certain.
Okay, it's a number that can be changed, that we're kind of like researching. We're trying to find it.
It's
Okay.
unknown.
It's unknown. Okay, so one of our variables is time in shower. That can be changed. That depends on a lot of different people and their preferences and how long they take a shower. Raise your hand if you take a super, super, super long shower.
20 minutes is long.
What? How many minutes?
Raise your hand if you take a super short shower.
Oh my god.
Not as long.
Okay, raise your hand if you feel like you take an average amount of time shower. What's an average amount of time shower?
Like 15 minutes? Around 15 minutes? Yeah, like half over half hour.
Okay, coming together in 3, in 2, and in 1. Everyone, if you can hear me, hand on your head. Hand on your cheek. Look at someone who's talking to them. I'm curious. I want to hear just with a raise of hands. How long is an average shower? Thomas?
Like 6 to 7 minutes. Bro, I was
10 to 15, Ben?
No, I said like 30.
10 to 15, Alexis? Okay, so an average shower we're going to say is 10 to 15 minutes. So time is a variable. What other variables are there? Serene?
The amount of water you use.
The amount of water you use.
Yes.
Super long shot.
Okay. Why is the amount of water you use a variable?
That was my longest left.
Three. Dash.
Because the shower has little holes that make droplets of water.
Oh
So
yeah.
every single hole is a droplet of water, and then you can find that into like 30 droplets of water, and then that's the amount of time.
Okay. Friends, hey. We gotta come together. When people take baths, some people like to have their baths like almost overflowing. Some people like little, like smaller children, maybe are scared of like water that's too high, so they have like very shallow water. So that would make a really big difference, right? What other variables are there? There's time, there's amount of water. Can we think of any other ones? What else would help us decide if it's better to take a bath or a shower? Rylan?
How sweet you are. If you like in a shower, you can like turn the water off and then turn it back on when you're not using it.
Okay, so amount of water, amount of
Like when
time.
you're putting shampoo in your hair, you could like turn it off.
Oh, how you use the shower and bath, maybe? Is that what you're saying?
When you take like a bath, you have to wait for it to drain out. But then when you try, you can just like turn it back on.
But that's the same with the shower.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen, loves. This is gonna be turned in. I'm about to pass it out. The very first question is the warm-up that we've already answered. Together. It just asks for your reasoning. Okay? So you need to write down, what's the first thing you write down? Your name. Write down your name. And then after you write down your name, you're going to write down the reasoning that you chose. If you think baths or showers are better for saving water, and why. Okay, taking a moment. I hear that lots of you are still sharing about the shower and the bath, and that makes me happy. We're on topic, but let's take 1 minute.
Don't interrogate the man. Let him be.
Let's take 1 minute of quiet time so people can write their answers, so I can look at their answers later on. Please write at least one complete sentence about what you think. You've heard lots of ideas now. You've had lots of people's thinking. Now I want to see you write your own thinking so I can read it after our lesson. We'll take 1 minute. Okay, loves, we're gonna come together soon in like 10 seconds. When you've answered the first question on the front page, turn to the next page, number 2. You have enough information to answer that question too. We talked about that. It says, what information do you think you could use to determine the answer? We've said some things that make a difference. There's some more things that can help us determine the answer. How do we measure water? Does anyone know how we measure water? Serene?
Gallons of
Okay, we use, friends, we use measures of volume, like gallons and ounces, liters, fluid ounces, milliliters. So there's a lot of different ways, and there's not necessarily... Still waiting. There's not necessarily right and wrong. There are some ways to measure water that are easier when you're measuring more water or less water, like big amounts of water versus small amounts of water. But they're technically, if you're measuring volume, they're all right ways. So you can use lots of different measurements. How big is like a gallon? What do we think of when we think of a gallon? Kai?
I heard it before, so I'm like, don't quote me on this. But
Okay.
I think it's like 8 glass, 8.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so 8 ounce.
8 ounces glass.
Okay. Thomas? Okay, it's 8 ounces, but how much is an ounce?
Well, it's like this. Okay, it's like this is an 8-ounce glass, and then it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
Okay. Siri?
No, I think I got the measurements wrong there, so don't quote me on this. 16 ounces equals 1/4. I forgot it.
It's okay. It's Kevin.
So I think the fluid ounces is the smallest one.
I have the answer.
Okay. Great. Is there anything that we,
The resources available to
friends, is there anything that we get that may be like a gallon? I guess we wouldn't get it. Kai?
a gallon of gas.
A gallon of gas? Can we picture how big a gallon of gas is though?
It's like this big.
Wait, a gallon of milk.
A gallon of milk?
It's like this big.
Johnny?
A gallon of laundry detergent.
A gallon of laundry detergent? Yeah. They sell that. Okay, so now you have enough information to answer the warm-up and, which is question 1, and question 2. We're going to answer question 3 together in 1 minute. I just want to make sure we all had enough time to write 1 and 2. So I'll give you 1 more minute of silent work time, and then we're going to have to move on, okay? Okay, coming together in 3. We're going to be completely silent. 2. Coming together in 1. Can someone read question 3 to me on your page? Ben?
Make estimates for the information listed in the previous problem, including units. A range of numbers is okay.
Okay, we're going to do this together as a class because I'm sure many of you don't take showers and baths and start measuring the amount of water that you
I just remembered.
are using.
Look, Mr. Frank, I remember how many gallons I used last night.
How many?
128 ounces in a gallon.
Ty, use your stop.
Like maybe like just like 200.
Yes, you did.
Okay, coming together
Ty, you're
in 3, in 2, in 1. Okay, the average bathtub, so you can write this down.
115 gallons.
Bathtub holds
Wait, what did you write? 6.5.
on the third question.
6.5?
100
40 to 50 gallons of water.
Really? I thought it was like 105.
Yes.
50 to 40 gallons.
Are you sure?
So wait, Mr. Fran, so you're telling me my bathtub only holds 50 gallons of milk?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
I should test that out.
Okay, friends. This part we have lots to get through. So I need us to lock in a little bit more. Okay. An average 20-minute shower.
That's like average.
1 minute.
Average shower. I take double that.
Okay. So then you can do the math. An average 20-minute shower
That's an average shower.
is
I do like
40 gallons.
Oh wait, not even that. You said
5 minutes.
Wait, Mr. Fromm.
Yes.
That's like a rinse and go, bro. That's like a rinse and go.
Okay.
Yo, you know, my dad takes like 2 seconds. My dad takes
I'm loving that we're sharing our hygiene norms, and I want to make sure we get our work done. So question 3, the average bathtub holds 40 to 50 gallons of water, and the average 20-minute shower uses 40 gallons of water. Thomas, you have a question?
Where did you get this information?
The powers that be.
What?
Yep. The gods. Okay. Okay. Friends. This 4th question can get confusing, and I want to make sure we're paying attention, or we're going to be lost. Okay? For the 4th question, can someone read that to me?
Choose the specific values you
Thanks,
use
Kai.
to determine the answer.
Choose the specific values you use to determine the answer. Mr. France just gave you a range for bathtub, and then I told you how much an average shower is for 20 minutes. But if you took a 10-minute shower, how many gallons would you use on average, Johnny?
20.
You'd use 20. If you took a 40-minute shower, how many gallons on average would you use?
80.
80. Okay.
Damn, bro.
If you had a bigger bathtub, how many gallons would you use? Would you be at the larger end of the gallons or the lower end? The larger end, which would be
Around
50.
50 gallons. If you had a pretty small shower, what would it hold on average around? 40. Okay, so now you're going to choose 2 values. One for the bathtub and one for the shower. So you choose one value. Are you going to choose a 10-minute shower that holds 20 gallons? Are you going to choose a large bathtub that holds 50 gallons? Or a small bathtub that holds 40 gallons? You choose one for each. One for bathtub and one for shower.
Well, how much is one? A 10-minute shower is how many gallons?
Well, if a 20-minute shower is 40 gallons, how much is it 10? How much is half of 40? Yeah.
How much is one?
One. Do the math. Yes. Super glad I see lots of work happening on our papers. Yeah, in the shower. Put one probably for bath and one for yeah, just one value. books right in here yet. You've made a table. Interesting. Okay. So, Mr. Grants is going to choose a 20-minute shower, because that's easy. So I'll say for shower, my question 4 would look something like this. Shower, I'd have 20 minutes, which is 40 gallons. And then I would choose a bathtub that was maybe smaller, and that would hold 40 gallons as well. Okay, let's move on to question 5 in 1 minute. Now, here we go. If you open up your packets, what does it say for, oh, it's activity 2, I see, okay.
No, wait. It says.
If they're different activities, love, I just realized, give me 1 second. Okay, this part is the part that can get pretty confusing, especially because we haven't learned all the ways that we can represent proportions, although you have learned all the ways before in previous years. I know you did last year with Ms. Murray and Mr. D. You guys talked about different representations like graphs and equations and tables and descriptions, but that's been a while. You've had the whole summer. The important part though is you're not going to have to make these. You just need to think about them conceptually. And what that means is we're thinking about proportions. Our whole unit has been about proportions. What are we comparing today? What are we comparing? Because we're taking two things and we're comparing them to each other. That's what we do with proportions. What two things are we taking? Thomas? Yeah, we're taking the water usage, amount of water usage, and the type of bath, or the type of the type of bath you're taking. Sorry. Okay. So, if you were to choose one of these, a description, an equation, a graph, or a table, what might be easiest for you to see the difference between the amount of time you took in a shower and the amount of gallons you've used and the amount of water that your bathtub holds and the amount of gallons that you've used of water? Ben?
Maybe a table.
Maybe a table. Why a table?
Because it measures how much time you took and how many gallons.
Yeah, it can measure easily. You could put what in your x and what in your y. What would go in your x? Time, yep. And you could say 20 minutes equals how many gallons?
40.
40 gallons. So that 40-minute shower equals how many? 80 gallons. And that 10-minute shower equals how many gallons? 20, yep. This one is obviously not linear. Okay. A table is one way that we could show that. That's showing time versus the amount of water used in a shower. What else could we use? What else? What would a description, if we use a description, what might that look like? Gia? Yeah, an explanation of the water usage you had, right? Okay, so I want you right now to think about what's easiest for your brain, because all of our brains are a little bit differently. What's easiest for representing, for showing some information in math? Would it be a graph, a table, an equation, or a description? So, all of you take 2 to 3 minutes. I want you to turn and talk to people at your table to get some inspiration. I will be around, but I want you to write, you're not writing down the equation yet, or the graph, or the table. You're just deciding what's the best for your brain. Lots of people thinking and walked in. Okay. Coming together, loves. For question 1 of activity 2, it looks very similar to question 2 of activity 1, so I want to make sure we realize that they're a little bit different. On activity 2, so the 3rd page of your packet, question 1 says, based on the values you chose, determine the answer to this question. Show or explain your thinking. The question is, what uses more water, a bath or a shower, and how much more water? If you chose a value, last question, so for activity 1, for your bathtub, and you chose that value to be like 40 gallons of water for your bathtub, that is a constant, right? That is not going to change. But what will change? The shower, the amount of gallons you use in the shower, right? And your time taking a shower, right? If you change the amount of time you took a bath, is that going to change the amount of water you used? Nope, that will stay constant. So, when you're choosing what you're going to use to represent, keep in mind that your bathtub is always going to stay constant with the value you chose. Mr. France chose 40 gallons. Some of you might have chose 45 gallons. Some of you might have chose 50 gallons. But that will be constant throughout activity 2, whereas the shower will change based on time, as you all said. My starting place for my, I'll do a table, because we already did it partly together. For my table would be 20 minutes and 40 gallons of water. But that means that it changes depending on how long you take your shower, right? Yeah. So if someone took a longer shower, they'd use more or less gallons? More gallons. And if you took a really short shower? Less gallons, right? Okay, so based on the values you chose, so the value you chose for the bathtub and the values you chose for your shower, show or explain, determine the answer to the question, which uses more water. This is where you have to do math with the people sitting next to you. You can grab a calculator, but what would take more water? There's some variables that you need to think about that we talked about. What's the biggest variable when taking a shower? What's the Kevin? The time that you take the shower, right? So my guess is that it's probably going to be more efficient to take a shower for a shorter shower, right? But if you take a longer shower than 20 minutes, is it going to be more or less efficient than taking a bath? That's what I want you to think about. At what point does it become more efficient to take a bath than to take a shower? That's kind of what question 1 is asking you. So, I'll give you some time. I see some people have already written an answer for question 1. This is actually super complex, so I'm super glad that you're grappling with it. And I will come around. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, what? Yeah.
That's really cool. Is that what you're saying? Or is that mainly
So what do we got?
Oh, that is cool.
Oh, whoa. I lost another one.
But so you're saying
Who is this?
For the second question, you can choose how you want to represent your proportion of time in the shower versus amount of water used. It can be a table, it can be a graph, a description, or an equation. You're going to do that part here. You're just doing it first, which is fast. Okay. And then you're just okay. Perfect. Yep. Great.
Something so fun to say.
Oh, we're just filming the lesson.
Why?
To interrogate you later. Just to have it footage, to see, to go back. To be like, oh my gosh, Kyla's not paying any attention.
Are you gonna post it on Facebook?
No, you won't be on
I'm
Facebook.
gonna be on Facebook.
You won't be posted anywhere. It's just like, look at Thomas playing in the background. Not necessarily.
I've been such a good boy.
Yes, bro, Mr. Friends, I've been such a good boy too. Yes, bro. Alright, I'll drink to that.
What? You did that one time.
Well, you're on the same thing.
Sorry. Okay, I see people have answered 2 and some people have answered 3.
Hey, don't call me a lady. I don't appreciate that.
Stop calling me a lady.
Yeah.
Stop calling me lady. Stop calling me a lady.
Okay, we have
Raz, go back to the seat.
3 more minutes until we move back to our seats. Not yet. If you finished, I want you to go around. Oh, sorry. Some of you are having important conversations. I can wait.
Yeah, guys.
Mr. France, look, banana.
Wait.
And I'm still waiting. Not cute. Not a cute look.
He said you have to stop on that.
Okay, if you can hear me, hand on your head. Hand on your cheek. Look at someone who's talking and tell them to shh. Dash pause real quick. Okay. Now you have 2 more minutes because we wasted a minute trying to come together. Not a cute look. We have 2 more minutes to finish question 2 and 3, and then we're going to come together. I know, we're going to do an exit ticket. Then we're going to come together at the end to answer a question together. But you need to finish 2 and 3. If you don't get there, that will be okay, but I want you to try. Lots of people have finished 2 and 3, so they're walking around to help others right now. If you would like help, then call them over. If you would not like help, you can respectfully say, hey, I am still working on this. I would not like your help. Okay? There's 2 more minutes until we all come back together.
Mr. France, I made a bar graph.
I love it. So good. Oh, which one will take more water? You just answer that. That happens so quickly. If you can shower fast. I know, I told you it was very similar.
I guess this question is
It's the same one as Miss Katie's wearing.
Right now.
Don't pay attention yet. When you go to her class, we're wearing the same thing.
Really? Yo, Mr. France and Miss Katie are matching. Wait,
Yeah.
you guys are twinning? Yes.
We're twinning. We're gonna twin for twin day too, but we're twinning today as well.
That's tough. Wait, that's so tough.
Yeah, we're
Are
tough.
you gonna wear that for twin day? You are?
No, we're gonna wear something else.
What are you gonna wear?
Me and Miss Katie have the same wardrobe.
Wait, actually.
We'll just we'll just FaceTime each other at the end of the day, and we'll show each other our closets, and then we'll pick out what we want to wear.
Wait, is that what you guys actually did?
Yeah.
You guys should wear like a.
Okay. Be in your seats and ready to come together in 10 seconds.
I respectfully decline your help.
In
Yes, I respect
9 seconds.
So do you want me to do like shower curtain?
Boys, hey, make a move.
Oh, wait, we have to go?
Yes.
Oh,
Do you want me to do like shower curtain?
Yeah.
But if this is a table, should I do another table with like the back?
Nope. The back is constant, so it doesn't need to.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah. Girls, go to your seats. Okay, everyone in their assigned seats. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, and in 1. Okay, coming together. Still waiting. For whatever reason, you've decided to not be super respectful this morning. I want that figured out by science. Okay? We are going to do a synthesis on the back, on the very back sheet of this. But we're going to do a different synthesis than the one that's there, so I need you to be paying attention. Or you're going to be confused. Exactly. Okay. So, this synthesis that we're going to do is actually a cool down, meaning at the end of our lesson. We don't usually do it like this. We usually have our show what you know, but that's okay. Today in the synthesis, you're going to write, you're leaving this lesson with the ability to tell your parents whether it's better for your family to take a shower or bath, identify at least one mistake you made in your work today, or create a simple rule like a table or a graph or an equation that helps someone quickly estimate whether showering or bathing is better. Look at your warm-up. Can I finish? Look at your warm-up and see what you said this at the beginning of this lesson, if you were going to be able to do it. And then at the end, so now, I want you to write about if you were able to accomplish that goal. If you're able to accomplish that goal. If you chose the first one, do you feel like you are now able to tell your parents whether it's better for your family to take a bath or a shower?
Yes, sir.
You're writing that down.